proof. It's something we never find. Everybody's looking for. It seems to be impossible to find no matter what you're trying to prove. Well, I found some. Everyday KT 438. Proof. Tangible, legitimate proof that doing good things for people does come around. So today, late as hell in the game, my daughter wanted to go get a picture with the Easter Bunny. So we pile into the car, drive up to Bass Pro Shop. It's the only one around, so we go there for all kinds of shenanigans all the time. So we get there, we're a couple of hours early, and we decide to go get some food, and we go back afterwards. It's right about the time that the pictures are supposed to start. Trouble is, in that time that we were gone, the line went from 0 people to roughly 2.5 hours of waiting. So we get there and we're just like, there's no way. We've got 2.5, 3 hours worth of people to wait for. So we kind of pull the old sort of picture where she goes up and stands next to the rope. Bunny's in the background. Nobody behind her. Okay, stand, smile, click, boom, done. I'm like, all right. I'm like, is this okay? And she's like, it'll be okay. And then one of the people from Bass Pro comes over and says, hey, I remember you from last year. See, last year we went for the same reason, and they had an Easter egg hunt. And apparently a couple of people that were working there called in sick. So I jumped in at the table, because what they were doing is all the kids would go out, hundreds of kids, pick up eggs, bring them back to the table, turn in the eggs, and get candy. Well, there were only 2 employees working the table. It was an absolute madhouse. So I jumped behind the table. I think my son and daughter were there helping out a little bit and helped them distribute all this candy. And they said thank you, and it was awesome. You know, I talked to the manager. The people there were great. It was totally cool. So, fast forward to this year. He's like, I remember you from last year. You saved my butt. And he looks at, this is the guy running the camera. He's sitting there. He looks at the guy. It looks at the line, which is massive. I mean, it's almost come back around through the whole store. And any of you who've been up to the Bass Pro at a Patriots place up in Foxborough know that place is enormous. He's like, hold on a minute. So he takes a couple of pictures, and he's like, okay, go. Points to my daughter, says, go sit on, go up with the Easter Bunny. So, because a year ago, guy in the kilt helps him out, he remembered me from the kilt and says, you're that guy who helped me last year. I'm like, yeah, it was awesome. When are you doing that again? We talk about that. And then he's like, so does she really want a picture with the Easter Bunny? I'm like, yeah, but it's too much wait. We can't wait. We don't have enough time. We got things to do. And he's like, got it. So because a year ago, I gave a few minutes of my time, helped these people out. My daughter got their picture with the Easter Bunny. We avoided 2 to 3 hours of waiting, and everybody was happy. Proof that doing good things does come around, and it comes back around to help. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow, next week, next month. It might be next year, or maybe even later, but it does happen. So do yourself a favor. If you have an opportunity to help and you can, do so. Don't just sit there and let the problem walk on by. It does come around. So with that, I'll see if I can't find some interesting kiltology. Actually, I'm going to grab my glasses first. My son just noticed today that I got different glasses because I keep breaking the damn things. But that's what I get for buying $2 pairs of glasses. Oh yeah, hey Chris. So, we're talking about being remembered. That's how that employee remembered who I was and knew that it was the same guy. And this also, somebody else asked me earlier today about pickup lines. And I was like, I don't recall using them ever. But it applies. Kiltology on Amazon. Go buy a copy. Kiltology number 322. Pickup lines. Kilties have no use for pickup lines when talking to women, or men, or whomever else. Why spew cheesy BS when the kilt will break the ice for you? Easily a provable concept. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, put a kilt on and go anywhere. People will come up and talk to you. They want to understand what you do. They'll want to understand why you're wearing a kilt. And more often than not, they will probably follow you around for a little while. Sometimes it's creepy, sometimes it's crazy. But it works. So, pickup lines. Useless. Just wear a kilt. You're good to go. With that, I'll let you go. It's the end of Good Friday for those of you celebrating. Tomorrow, Saturday before Easter. So, Easter egg hunts and shenanigans and God knows what else. And anybody not celebrating, well, I'm sure you can find something to celebrate for because you're going to wake up in the morning. It sounds like a good enough reason to me. So I'll see everybody tomorrow. It will be a badass, amazing, awesome day because you're going to make them. And I'll see you. Be strong. Put a kilt on.